Besides being an NBA player who left us far too soon, Jason Collins lived a life worth telling. In this video, you'll discover what Jason Collins' life was like. Born in 1978 in the city of Northridge, California, Jason Collins was a professional basketball player who became widely known for his career in the NBA and for making history as the first openly gay active player in one of the 4 major professional sports leagues in North America. Jason grew up alongside his twin brother, Jaron Collins, who also became a basketball player. During his youth, Collins developed his talent for the sport and later attended Stanford University, where he became one of the most respected centers in college basketball. In the 2001 NBA draft, Jason was selected with the 18th overall pick by the Houston Rockets, but was traded on draft night to the New Jersey Nets. It was with the Nets that he achieved some of the most important moments of his professional career, helping the franchise reach back-to-back NBA Finals in 2002 and 2003 alongside stars such as Jason Kidd and Richard Jefferson. Throughout his 13 seasons in the NBA, Collins also played for teams such as the Memphis Grizzlies, Minnesota Timberwolves, Atlanta Hawks, Boston Celtics, Washington Wizards, and Brooklyn Nets. Known for his defensive ability, physical strength, and leadership, he earned the respect of teammates and coaches across the league. However, Jason Collins became even more influential away from the court. In 2013, near the end of his playing career, he publicly revealed that he was gay through a historic article published in Sports Illustrated. With that announcement, Collins became the first openly gay active athlete in the history of the NBA and one of the first in major American professional sports. His decision received worldwide attention and support from athletes, celebrities, fans, and political leaders, including former United States President Barack Obama. Collins quickly became an important symbol of inclusion, diversity, and respect in professional sports, inspiring countless people around the world. In recent months, the former player had been battling stage 4 glioblastoma, an aggressive form of brain cancer that he publicly revealed after beginning treatment. Sadly, Jason Collins passed away yesterday at the age of 47. Surrounded by family members and loved ones after an intense fight against the disease. Today, Jason Collins is remembered not only for his basketball career, but also for the courage and legacy he left behind. His impact extended far beyond sports, helping make the NBA and the entire sports world more inclusive for future generations. Like many professional athletes who spent years competing at the highest level of basketball, Jason Collins used part of the fortune earned throughout his NBA career to live comfortably and maintain a stable lifestyle. However, unlike several sports stars known for extravagant mansions and luxurious estates, Collins always maintained a much more discreet and private personal life. During his 13 seasons in the NBA, the former center lived in several American cities because of the franchises he played for, including New Jersey, Atlanta, Boston, and Brooklyn. Because of this constant movement throughout his career, Jason reportedly preferred modern and comfortable residences located close to team facilities and training centers. In California, the state where he was born and spent much of his life, Collins maintained a strong connection to quieter residential areas, valuing privacy and practicality over excessive luxury. Friends and people close to the former player often described him as someone with a simple lifestyle despite the millionaire environment surrounding professional sports. One of the properties associated with Collins reportedly featured a modern architectural style with spacious living areas, large glass windows, and minimalist decoration. The residence prioritized comfort and functionality, with integrated rooms, elegant furniture, and open spaces designed for relaxation after the intense NBA schedule. Inside the home, the decoration followed a clean and sophisticated aesthetic, combining neutral colors with contemporary details. Comfortable living rooms, entertainment spaces, and areas dedicated to rest were among the main characteristics frequently mentioned by people who visited the player's residence. On the outside, the property reportedly included leisure areas with gardens, outdoor seating spaces, and a swimming pool. Features commonly appreciated by professional athletes looking for privacy and comfort during the off-season. Jason Collins was never known for publicly displaying luxurious possessions or competing for attention through material wealth. After retiring from basketball, Collins continued to live a relatively reserved lifestyle, focusing much more on advocacy work, inclusion projects, and public speaking appearances connected to diversity in sports. His image became associated far more with social impact and courage than with extravagant spending habits. Today, After the sad news of his death at the age of 47 following a battle with brain cancer, many fans remember Jason Collins not for luxurious mansions or expensive properties, but for the historic legacy he left both inside and outside the basketball world. Unlike several NBA stars famous for showing extravagant collections of exotic supercars, luxury automobiles never appeared to be one of Jason Collins' greatest passions. Throughout his career, the former center maintained a much more discreet and reserved public image, rarely drawing attention because of material possessions. Even after spending 13 seasons in the NBA and earning millions of dollars in contracts, Collins was known for having a simpler lifestyle compared to many professional athletes. Friends, teammates, and journalists often described him as calm, intelligent, and focused much more on basketball and personal values than on ostentation. During his years in the league, Jason was occasionally seen driving luxury sedans and premium SUVs commonly used by NBA players because of their comfort, reliability, and spacious interiors. Vehicles from brands such as Mercedes-Benz, Cadillac, and Range Rover were reportedly among the types of automobiles associated with the former player throughout different stages of his career. One of the luxury SUVs linked to athletes of his profile featured leather interiors, advanced multimedia systems, panoramic sunroofs, and powerful engines capable of combining performance with comfort during long trips between games and training sessions. Depending on the configuration, some of these vehicles can easily exceed $100,000. However, unlike athletes who constantly displayed sports cars on social media or invested in rare automotive collections, Jason Collins preferred to keep most aspects of his personal life away from excessive media exposure. His public image was always much more connected to professionalism, leadership, and social impact than to luxury consumption. After retiring from professional basketball, Collins continued maintaining a relatively private lifestyle, dedicating much of his time to advocacy work, inclusion projects, and appearances connected to diversity in sports. His influence became far greater because of his courage and activism than because of expensive possessions. Today, after the sad news of his death at the age of 47 following a battle with brain cancer, many fans remember Jason Collins not for luxury cars or extravagant spending, but for the historic legacy and inspiration he left both inside and outside the NBA. Throughout his 13 seasons in the NBA, Jason Collins built a solid professional career that allowed him to achieve financial stability and recognition in the basketball world. Although he was never among the league's biggest superstars in terms of salary or endorsements, the former center accumulated significant wealth through contracts, sponsorships, and appearances connected to his long career in professional sports. After being selected in the first round of the 2001 NBA draft, Collins signed his first millionaire contract and began his journey in the NBA with the New Jersey Nets. During his years in the league, he played for franchises such as the Memphis Grizzlies, Minnesota Timberwolves, Atlanta Hawks, Boston Celtics, Washington Wizards, and Brooklyn Nets, earning millions of dollars throughout more than a decade in basketball. Known mainly for his defensive skills, physical presence, and leadership inside locker rooms, Jason became a respected veteran player in the NBA. Although his statistics were never among the most impressive in the league, coaches and teammates valued his intelligence, discipline, and ability to contribute in important moments. In addition to his salaries as a professional athlete, Collins also earned money through partnerships, public appearances, and media projects after retiring from basketball. However, unlike many athletes who transformed themselves into major business empires, Jason preferred maintaining a more reserved lifestyle away from excessive luxury and media exposure. Even so, his impact outside basketball became historic. In 2013, Collins publicly announced that he was gay, becoming the first openly gay active player in the history of the NBA and one of the first in major American professional sports. The announcement transformed him into an international symbol of courage, inclusion, and diversity. After making history, the former player participated in interviews, campaigns, and social projects connected to equality and representation in sports. His influence extended far beyond basketball courts, inspiring millions of people around the world and opening doors for future generations of athletes. Although Jason Collins' fortune was considerably smaller than the billionaire wealth of business tycoons and the highest-paid sports icons, the former center still accumulated several $million throughout his professional career. More importantly, however, was the social legacy he built through his courage and authenticity. Today, after the sad news of his death at the age of 47 following a battle with brain cancer, Many fans remember Jason Collins not only for the financial success he achieved in the NBA, but especially for the historic impact and inspiration he left behind for sports and society. Hey, you like the video? So don't forget about leave your like and comment, and tell some suggestions of another videos, and hopefully we gonna do it. All about channel Dios to satisfy your curiosity.